And I came to it's the house I got permission to detect that. It's 18, I think it was built in 1860. They're getting ready, I think, to, they tore all the siding off for scrap. I talked to the owner that owns the property, and he was saying they're going to come and start tearing down trees from around the house. So I think the house has its days numbered, so I'm going to try to get some hunting in today. He said Monday they're going to start tearing trees down, so I'm going to not be able to do anything for a while. But I got a kind of a dime quarter signal here, but then there's like iron right behind it, so I don't know if I'm just getting the tip of a nail head giving me a nice high tone, but I'm going to dig it. I've already got two real nice barber quarters from this yard a while ago. So let's see what this comes up with. Sounded really nice, but like I said, there was stuff right behind it. Yeah. Talk about curse of the live dig. Clad quarter. At least it wasn't junk. Looks like a 67. Almost. I did get I got a silver Washington out of here before, so actually probably not far from here a few months ago. That's it from here though. Alright, we'll keep going. Digging is kind of funny because there's a huge ant's nest in here. Oh, cool. It's a large scent. First one I ever dug. Can't really see too much. I can see one scent on the back. I'll clean it up. Show you later. Let me see what it was coming up as. It was getting, I've never dug one before, so I wasn't really sure what the signal would be. Coming up like 1147, but it was down there. I mean, that's a good, I bet, 8 or 9 inches. Of course, as soon as I pull the plug open, there's a huge red ant nest in there. Not that we have the most vicious ants in Ohio, but I don't like getting bit by them. I'm getting like an 1140. I don't think it's gonna be anything wonderful, but you never know. It's saying about 6 inches. I'm out in the front yard now. I haven't ever hit this spot before. Oh, see, I'm getting a lot of the aluminum siding for some reason. I mean, I think when they originally put it in, it's coming up pretty deep sometimes. still haven't dug any Indian heads out of here. I got my first crottle bell. Huh. 2 targets and 2 firsts for me. Looks like it's intact too. Just a little one, but I never realized how heavy those things were. Except it's full of dirt. That's cool. I'll take those too. Anything that's a first I'll take. I'm getting a real nice solid quarter hit here. Staying about 5 inches, which is still in the front yard, so hopefully it'll be something older. I found that clad quarter of my first signal in the backyard. That thing was probably 5 inches back there, so who knows? Let's see. Haven't really gotten many coins out of here today. I got the large cent and 1 clad quarter. That's it. Not even a dang wheat penny. Whatever it was, I just nailed it with the digger. I felt it, now I see it. Looks like another barber quarter. Hoping I didn't mark it too bad. Looks like a nice clean one. What the hell is that? It's barber quarter. Looks like there's something else in there too. So I left a nice mark on the quarter. Oh, my first Indian head out of here. Looks like 1890 something. I'll clean it up. Get back to you. That's the Indian head. You can see right where that dang Indian head was sitting on that barber, right over here. Back looks good, but of course, oh, there's where I nailed it, right there. Oh wait, that's a $50. And of course I nailed it. Oh well, just pinpointed funny. Yeah, glad to have it, even if I marked it, it's not like I'm selling it. Alright, I'll clean it up, I'll show you at the end. About 5 inches, maybe 6 inches. It was getting like a 12-11, 12-12, jump around to like 15-12. And I'm getting my first V-nickel. Looks like it's a 1902. Have to clean it up. That's a first for me too. Every time I come back this one way, it seems like I get something else. So I'm gonna keep going. That's the old house. That's my van. So nobody lives here, obviously. This place has been vacant for years. This guy bought this property as an investment. I think they're gonna, like I said, they're gonna tear it down at some point once he gets a buyer. So they're just doing a little bit at a time. They're gonna tear trees down starting Monday. So I'm trying to get done what I can. I'll get back to you if I find something else. Alright, I got another nickel signal that sounded like that last V-nickel. Probably be like cursing myself for doing a live dig on this, but you never know. It's showing about 5 inches, so we'll see. I'm digging pretty much everything that's not iron here in this front yard because it's actually relatively pretty clean. Up by the house is a disaster. I gotta throw the small coil on up there and go back over it. Oh, see? Piece of a pull tab. Yeah, well, we'll keep trying. E-trac just picked up this tiny little square nail at probably almost 7 inches. It's pretty impressive. I didn't do a live dig because it was such a jumpy signal, but pop the plug out and I see silver here. It's a well-worn barber dime, 1904. Gotta find somewhere where you could actually see the thing. .1904, plain, no mint mark. So sweet. Actually, I got 2 barber quarters from here. This is actually my first barber dime ever. So I gotta go home in the wrap up and figure out what all I've had first from here today. Been a great day though. It's only my second silver, but I'll take it. I switched coils to the 8x6. I'm back up by the porch where I've hit the area with my pro coil before. Just got a 1139 at about 6 inches. It ended up being a 1916 Weedy. Just keep going. Got a 1241 right here at the front porch. I figured it's going to be a Weedy or something, but I just saw silver here. There it is. It's like a Merc. Ooh, it's 1916. What's the chances? Well, maybe I won't rub it. I'm gonna wait and see. It's got dirt on it, so I'll let you know what it is. I'm at that same hole. That I cleaned it off. It wasn't a D, of course, but this nail was in the same hole. The dime was like right over here, and this nail was sticking out right there. You'll probably see the rust mark. So this little coil is impressive. Alright, this is a few days later. I worked 2 12s over the weekend and had to work midnight, so I didn't get a chance to clean anything up or sort out the trash. But this is all the trash I dug. This is all from that 1860 farmhouse, that vacant house I was at the other day. I got a couple of big things. This is that aluminum stuff that kept giving me some nice quarter signals. I mean, this stuff was still probably 5 inches deep, and it must sink pretty darn quick. But I got this old key. It's broke on the end. It's hollow inside too, which I found kind of strange. I don't know if it's that old. Another piece of a pocket watch. I got a pretty well full one with all the cogs and everything intact inside. Big chunk of glass. It looks pretty old. This I assume was part of a spoon. I don't know. It's kind of weird the way it's bent that evenly. Doesn't have a nick or anything like you got hit by a mower. And a bunch of rusty nails. They're all over that place. Got an old Pond's cap. And then some of the other neat stuff. This is the first flat button I've dug. It says double gilt on it. I found one online. It looked like they're from the mid 1800s, so that's about fitting for that place. This is the tiny little square nail I dug. That thing was probably 6 inches deep, 7 inches maybe. I couldn't believe it. And my first crottle bell. Intact. Just a small one, but still cool. The only clad I got, I think, was one quarter, 1966 quarter, so it's in the pouch with some other stuff from previous hunts. Then the good stuff, I got the 37 plain weedy, 1916. That's a plain. That thing kind of started falling apart when I was cleaning it. And this is the 1898 Indian head. I think that's my second oldest Indian head. This one was in there with the silver. That's why I think it's got that. The top half of it, top part of it's pretty clean, but then it's got the green down at the bottom there. But I'm happy with it. It cleaned up pretty good. My first V nickel, 1902. I'm not really sure how to clean these, so I just washed it with water, but there's still a lot of dry dirt on it. If anybody has any suggestions, don't want to ruin it since it's my first. Then I also got my first large scent. I'm almost positive it's 1854, but it's real dry, real porous. I just use water on that too. I don't really know what else to do with that. I was gonna throw it in some was that olive oil, I think, just to see if it would kind of. It's just so dry. Touching it even feels like it's gonna fall apart. But this is the 1916 Mercury dime. No mint mark. But it's pretty well worn too. I found this one was way up by the front porch where I had gone over with the Pro Coil a couple of times. It was right down at the bottom of the step, like on the little pad. So, or right in front of the cement pad there. So that's cool. And this was also a first for me, a Barber dime. I've got a couple Barber quarters out of that place, but this is the first Barber dime. 1904. It's well worn too. The quarters I got, I mean, they look awesome. This thing's really worn. It's a plain, but happy to have that one. And this was the best one, 1902 Barber half, that I thought was a quarter. I never dug a half before, but that thing was, I mean, it cleaned incredibly well. I couldn't believe it. And of course you can see where I nicked it right here by the H. I'm real happy to have that. That was the one that was in with that Indian head. And that, there was I thought it was a stain, but it cleaned right off. Didn't leave any mark from that Indian head. So they're supposed to be starting to tear down trees there today, so I don't know. He told me to kind of steer clear of the area for a while. Nobody lives there, but the owner always wants me to text them to let him know when I'm going to be there. That way, if I guess he has people watching the property. So if anybody calls and says there's somebody there, he knows who it is. But once they're done with that, I'm going to try to get back out there again, because I got the, I still got to finish the front yard. I only got about maybe a half of it done, if that. So, that is it. Thanks for watching.